what we can do is we can display the different buildings. We can display the existing from the proposed. Okay. So now that we have that set, we're going to go ahead and close this data table. And we're going to go back now. Now there's our buildings. Okay. We can hide the points if we so choose so that they're not displayed. But if we go to the building style, let's go ahead and click on that. And what we can do here is you've got these thematic rules. Okay. So for this rule, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that ellipse button. By selecting that ellipse button, what I can do is I can create a filter. So what I want to do is I want to create a property filter that basically says, okay, the property that is structure type or structure status equals, and then the values, all right, so I picked from this list here, property list, I'm going to come over here and get values, and I'm going to go ahead and say, click on that get values. If I click that green arrow, you can see I've got two values. I've got existing or proposed. I'm going to say everything that's existing, okay? So I'm going to insert that value. I'm going to click on the button down here. It says insert. So now it says structure status is existing. Okay, so if it equals existing, it's basically going to be that orange color. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another rule. Okay? And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll come up and say property. I'm going to say structure status equals, and the values would be proposed. So we're going to insert that. So select it, insert it, proposed. Now for the proposed buildings, I want them to be a solid fill, but instead of white, I want them to be, let's say, this green. So we'll click OK. And now you'll see that what we've done is any building that's in our drawing that is proposed is green. Any building that's existing is showing up in orange. Okay, so now we have our data, our buildings, they're stylized. Everything else is set up accordingly. Okay. All right, so the next step now we need to do is we need to get our contours in. All right, so we'll talk about that here in a second.